Hi everyone, welcome back. This is our third video and we will start with AP. I'll again draw circles. Divide it into 6 parts. The words over here are apathy, ape, aphasia, aphorism, apiary, and apocalyptic. So what does these words mean? Apathy. Apathy is basically lack of enthusiasm. Concern, eagerness. What is ape? Ape is basically, we know monkeys are apes. Also ape means to imitate or mimic. We all have heard monkeys always try to imitate you. So that's a basic relation between the word ape's original meaning and its relation to monkey, that is to mimic or imitate. Aphasia, this means loss of speech due to injury. Or illness. Aphorism. Aphorism is another synonym for adage. We have gone through the word adage, that is proverb or saying. Apiary is a place where bees are kept. Next is apocalyptic. What does the word apocalyptic mean? It means prophetic, foretelling events, that is forecasting the ultimate destiny of the world. That is prophetic, foretelling events. Okay. Now there are some related words like aphasia. This is related to the word dysphasia. Okay. Both the words are same, just the difference is this word is widely used in America. Both the words have the same meaning, or that is loss of speech due to injury or illness. Now if you want some sentences from these, we can jot it down. People have shown surprising apathy towards their important problems. Okay, aphorism, we can write down an example of aphorism, that is, let us appreciate the quality of life and not the quantity of life. This is an example of proverb. This is an example of aphorism. Next is apocalyptic, like you can jot it down as apocalyptic predictions. Okay. Next set of words are apocryphal, apogee. What does apocryphal mean according to you? What is apocryphal? It is something that is untrue. You can say that apocryphal stories of his childhood struggle. Okay, apocryphal, untrue stories of his childhood struggle. Next is apogee. Apogee is apex, summit, that is the highest point of something, a perfect example of something. Next set of words are apologist, apothecary, apotheosis, apal. Okay, what does these words mean? Who are apologists? Who are apologists? One who arguments in defense of something. For example, if one is an apologist for deep sea oil drilling, means you would agree that drilling in the ocean is necessary. So it's like the one who is at your opposition place, at your opponent's place, is apologist. Apothecary. Apothecary is druggist, chemist. Basically, it's an advanced version of alchemist. All are same. Next is apal. Apal is shock, disgust. Apotheosis, it is extreme example of something. Quintessence, epitome, exemplar, all these are synonyms of this word. What does apotheosis mean? It is an extreme example of something. There are different words related to that word, that is apotheosis is equal to quintessence is equal to epitome is equal to exemplar, ideal. So now you can get this word straight down to your head. That is a perfect and extreme example of anything, something or anything. Next, you can jot down the sentence as well, that is appalled by the horrifying conditions in the city's jail. If you visit some sort of jail or prison, you will find that there is some sort of ugliness over there. So you can write it down as appalled by the horrifying conditions in city's jail. Okay. Next set of word is apparition, appease, append, and opposite. This is not the same word to that as Opposite. Opposite is something complementary, something that is opposite. This is opposite. What does the word opposite mean? It is appropriate, relevant. That is, you can write it down as opposite examples. Next is append. Append is to attach something. Appended a diagram to the explanation. That is a very simple word, that is to attach or to affix. Appended a diagram to the explanation. What does this mean? You making any explanation more clear by attaching a diagram to that to explain it. Next is appease. Appease is to soothe, pacify, calm. That is relieve, allay. Appeasing a quarrel. Next is apparition. Apparition, what does this mean? This is ghost or spirit. Supernatural appearances of a person or a thing is called apparition. This is a scientific word for the simple words ghost or spirit, that is supernatural existence of a person. These are the set of words. There are more words for AP. Next is application. What do you get by the term application? One is the very simple meaning, that is while we file some request or plead, we file an application, but that's not the only meaning related to the term application. Application has one more meaning, which is diligent attention. Okay, this is the other meaning apart from request. Next is apprehend. Apprise, apprehensive, approbation, and appropriate. So, what does the word apprise mean? What is the word apprise? Apprise is to inform. Approbation is approval, acceptance. Apprehend. Apprehend is to arrest, to seize someone. To perceive grace, that is police apprehended the thief. That is arrested, seized. Next is apprehensive about the future, that is one is what do you get about the word apprehensive from here? Apprehensive about the future, that is one is fearful, aware, mindful. Aware, mindful about the future. Appropriate. Appropriate is related to that of application. It also serves two meaning. One is opposite, as we read previously, it is related to the word opposite, not opposite, opposite. And the second meaning is to acquire. For instance, the town has appropriate funds to build the bridge. Means the town has required amount of funds to build a bridge. This is acquire, to acquire something. Next is plan that want mayor's approbation. What is approbation? We read over here, it's approval. So students showcased a plan that won mayor's approbation, mayor's approval. Okay. Next is appetences. And aptitude. What does the word appetences mean? Appetences is subordinate possession or auxiliary possession. Auxiliary possessions. For example, appurtenances, equipments. Equipments. Next is aptitude. What is aptitude? Aptitude is talent. You go through aptitude test, right? Those are talent tests, to test your talent. Natural ability or fitness, anything related to your talent, your physical or mental talent, that is aptitude. Aptitude for hard work, aptitude for gymnastics, aptitude for languages. Okay, so by this we are done with the word AP. Now AR. Arable. What does the word arable mean? Arable is fit for growing crops. We know the word arable soil. Okay. Not the arid. Arid is different. This is arable soil or arable land. Arbiter. Arbitrate. Arboretum. Next is arcade. Arcane. Archetype. And the next one is archives. Okay. What does the word archives mean? Archives means public records. It's nothing much in this word. Next is arbiter. What is arbiter? Who is arbiter? Arbiter is a judge, umpire, referee, arbiter of the taste. Those are the judge of their own taste, of their own field. Arbitrate is to act as arbiter. This is a process. This is mean to act as arbiter. Next is arboretum. It is a place where different varieties of trees and shrubs are studied. What is arboretum? Place where different varieties of trees and herbs are studied. Okay, next is arcade. All must be knowing this word. This is a covered pathway. Now arcane. Arcane is another synonym for profound. Something secret, mysterious. Arcane. Something which is known only to limited person. That is arcane. Archetype is prototype. It serves two meanings. First is prototype. What is prototype? It is something which is the first known thing of that similar field. First model. Second is perfect example. Like archetype, you can say that archetype of a successful businessman. Means a perfect example of successful businessman. Arcane technical details or arcane explanations. Okay, these are the set of words for AR. There are other set of words as well with AR. So let's start with the next set of words with AR. The next word is archipelago. Arduous, Ardor, Argot. This is one of my favorite word and is also high frequency word. What is this? Arduous is hard, strenuous, an arduous task, a hard task. Okay, what is argot? Argot is a secret language used by groups to prevent outsiders in understanding their conversation. Like there is another word that is jargon which has same meaning. It's related to the word jargon. Okay. Next is archipelago. It is again a noun here, meaning group of closely located islands. Ardor. Ardor is zeal, enthusiasm. Passion. He is well known for his ardor for art, for his passion for art. There were few high frequency words which we haven't marked, that are apprise, approbation, appropriate, peas, okay. Next is arraign, array, arsenal and arrear. What does array mean? Array is to dress or to decorate specifically, an ordered arrangement. Arrear is, in Hindi we say कर्ज, that is debt. कर्ज, in Hindi we say कर्ज, that's arrear. If you are in arrears on your rent, next is arsenal. Arsenal is again a noun, that is a storage place for military equipment. Military equipment. Next is arraign. Arraign is to bring someone before court to ensure a criminal charge. That is, we wanted to arraign the thief for stealing cars. Arraign the thief for stealing cars. Articulate, artless, artisan, and the last word with AR is artifact. Who are artless? Artless is something open and honest, natural and simple. Something which is not modified. Art is something which we imply on something to modify it, but artless is something unmodified, honest, open. Artisan, manually skilled labors. Articulate, expressing oneself readily. Expressing oneself readily. This word also called as silver tongued. This is also called as silver tongued. Eloquent. Articulate. Next is artifact. Artifact is noun meaning objects made by human beings. Okay, a simple artless charm. Articulate teacher. Teachers need to be expressive and responsive in nature. Okay. So here we end our words with AR. You may find few words that I am not discussing over here in your GRE vocab word list. so that might be irrelevant or maybe less used and less required. You can go through those words on your own. Next we will start with AS. So next set of words starts with AS, that is ascertain, ascetic, aseptic, asceticism, asinine, and SQ. What does these words mean? Ascetic is a high frequency word. What does ascetic mean? It is self-denial. Austere. Aseptic is septic is infected with microorganisms. So aseptic means preventing infection. What is aseptic? Infected. Septic, infected with microorganisms. So aseptic means trying to prevent that infection. Ascetic lifestyle, that is self-denial lifestyle. The sadhus and sons are ascetic in nature, that is they have given everything, they are in the state of self-denial. Ascertain, what is ascertain? To find out something. He could not ascertain the truth, he could not find out the truth. SQ means at an angle. At an angle of something. Askew. Next is asinine, stupid, foolish, absurd. That is asinine, excuse. Okay. Remarks. Next is asceticism. What is asceticism? It is a lifestyle characterized by abstinence from sensual pleasure, often for purpose of pursuing spiritual goals. Lifestyle characterized by abstinences. We have gone through the word abstinence. What is abstinence? To give up, to give away from sexual pleasure. This is asceticism. So here two words are related to the saints. One is asceticism and ascetic. This is word related to this, ascetic, asceticism. That is self-denial, and this is self-denial for sexual pleasure. Next is asperity. Assay, assail, assent, assiduous, and assimilar. This is again a high frequency word. What does assiduous mean? Assiduous is diligent, showing great care. Showing great care. Assiduous in nature. Assent is agree, accept, exceed. Assay, analyze, evaluate. The next is asperity. What is asperity? Asperity is sharpness, harshness of tone. Assail. Assail is attack, assault. Criticize strongly. You can jot down few sentences like assiduous planning. Assiduous in his attendance. Assiduous is very diligent, that is very showing great care. So he was assiduous in his attendance. Okay. Next is there was touch of asperity in his tone. She gave her assent to the proposal. That is, she gave her agreement to the proposal. Next is assimilar. What is assimilar? Not what the word suggests us. It is absorb. That is to absorb into the system, to take and utilize as nourishment. Assimilar. That is assimilate. Okay. Astronomical, assurance, assuage, astigmatism, astute, and asylum. Asylum you all must know, that is Pagal Khana Hindi, mental hospital. Place of refugee. This is the second meaning. Okay, a place of refugee. She asked for political asylum. This is not related to political Pagal Khana. This is political asylum, a place for refugee. Next is assurance. Assurance is promise, pledge. Assuage is to pacify, to lessen. That is, we went through the word appease. Appease was also high frequency word. This is also high frequency word. Assuage, that is to calm, to pacify. Astute. Astute is wise, shrewd, keen. That is someone who is astute, an astute observer. You will find people around you who observes things very minutely, like what you are dressing, how you are dressing, how you are walking. Those are astute observers. Astronomical, we know it is related to the word astronomy, that is astronomical observations, astronomical prize, but often it is also related to the word large. Astronomy related and enormously large, that is astronomical price. Astigmatism, it is eye defect that prevents proper focus. This is an eye defect. Okay. So these are the words related with AS.
Atavism. Atheistic. What does the word atheistic mean? Atheistic is a person who does not believe in existence of God. Initially we read about the word agnostic. That was also having the same meaning, that is person not believing in existence of God. But now this term atheistic is about belief, and the term agnostic was about related to knowledge. So there lies a difference. Agnostic related to knowledge, and atheistic is related to belief. Okay. Atavism. What is atavism? Atavism is recurrence of traits of an ancestors in subsequent generation. You can relate atavism to hereditary. Reoccurrence of traits in subsequent generation. Atone, atrocity, atrophy, attest, attenuate, attrition, atypical. These are the only words which we will read in the category of AT. Atone, pay for. Atone is pay for, that is to make up for doing something wrong. Doing something wrong. Atrocity is an extremely cruel act. That is war atrocities. He wanted to atone for his sins. Attest, to be proof of, certified. Attenuate. Attenuate is to lessen the amount of anything. For example, force, magnitude. This is also a high frequency word. Attenuate. Atrophy. Atrophy is a medical term that is wasting away one's body part. Atypical is not formal, irregular, unusual. Attrition. Attrition is act of rubbing together. That is reduction in numbers as a result of retirement, resignation also. This is the first meaning. Reduction in numbers due to retirement. Company with high rate of attrition. What does this sentence mean? Company with high rate of attrition. What does this word mean? That means company with high rate of attrition means company which reduce the number of employees frequently by some or the other reasons. So high rate of attrition. Atypical weather. Okay. Next is certificate attests the authenticity of a painting. Painting. The effects of aging may be attenuated by exercise. What is attenuated? To lessen the amount of force. So, effects of aging may be attenuated by exercises. That's the word. Atrophy. Atrophy is medical term. We read that is wasting away one's body parts. So, you can frame a sentence as like atrophy of muscles. So, these are the words with AT. Next, we will deal with AU. The words are audacious, augment, august. I've told you, right? Attenuate. Okay. What does the word August mean? August is a month of pause. August is also impressive, majestic, gallant. Impressive, gallant, majestic. Okay, an august mansion. Audacious. Audacious is daring, bold. An audacious mountain climber. An audacious mountain climber. That is a daring, a bold. To climb a mountain requires audaciousness. That is daring. Augment. Augment is increase or amplify. Heavy rains augmented the water supply. Augmented the water supply. Means increased, amplified the water supply. Next is austere. What does the word austere mean? It has three meanings. First, strict in nature, simple, unornamented, and having no comforts or luxury. This word is again related to the two words that we read. Asceticism. Okay, to the saints. An austere office. So the next set of words for AU. The words are autocratic, autonomous, auxiliary, and autopsy. Autopsy, all must be knowing what autopsy is. We have heard this for a number of times. Examination of a dead body. Examination of a dead body. That is postmortem. Necropsy, also called as necropsy. Autocratic is related to autocracy. That is one person having unlimited power. Unlimited power and autocratic government. Auxiliary is offering help or supplementary. Supplementary or offering help. Autonomous, self-governing. Autonomous is self-governing, an autonomous school system. An autonomous school system. So these are the words for AU. Next and last for A is AV. A varus, a word, a bench, a vote. What does these words mean? A word is to declare positively, a vote. This is a high frequency word. Also, there is a high frequency word here, that is austere and autonomous. To declare positively is avowed. Avowed is the avowed that he was innocent. Avenge is to exact satisfaction by punishing the wrongdoer. By punishing the wrongdoer. Avarice is greediness for wealth, cupidity. That is greediness for wealth. Avert is again having two meanings. First is avoid. He sped up and avoided an accident. Next is turn away. Avoid. Turn away. He sped fed up, and avoided an accident. That is, he avoided an accident. Next is, she averted her eyes from the dead cat. From the dead cat. That is, she turned away her eyes from the dead cat. Crowd was determined to avenge the assault. That is, crowd was determined to get satisfaction by punish the assault, to avenge the assault. He avenged that he avowed that he was innocent means avarice. Avarice is cupidity, that is greediness for wealth. So the sentence can be King Midar or any sort of king. King is an epitome of avarice. Epitome is perfect example, previous word. So he is an epitome of avarice. He is an epitome of greediness, of cupidness. Next is avid. Avid. Evocation. Avid. Avid is greedy or eager, enthusiastic. But this greedy is different. This greediness was for fame, for money. This greediness can be related to success. He was avid for success. Okay. Aviary. Aviary is places for keeping birds. Last time we read about apiary. That is, apiary was placed to keep bees. Apiary is for birds. What is avocation? Avocation is hobby. That is secondary occupation. He is a professional musician, but his avocation is photography. But his avocation is photography. That might be his second occupation or his hobby, but this second one. We read about aviary initially, which was placed for bees. This part will be done. Now the next and last two words are AW. Or axiom. What is the word axiom? Established rule. These words are related to axiom, but this can be established rule. Okay, or is wonder. This is a form of expression we get awe. Okay, the tourist gazed with awe at one. So, here we complete our words up till A. In the next video, we'll start with the word. So see you guys next time. And if you want the screenshots or still shots of these pages, these are there in the link.